Live from the campus of Washington and Lee University, this is a Channel 18 Rockbridge News Update.
Welcome to the Rockbridge Report Live News Update. I'm Ford Carson. Virginia State Board of Social Services voted last Wednesday to launch an investigation into the Rockbridge Area Social Services Board. The unanimous vote for the immediate investigation came after multiple concerns were voiced by local residents. Last year, a report from the Regional Social Services Office found that the Rockbridge agency had not reported accounts of child abuse and neglect. The State Department of Social Services Board has the authority to investigate local social services boards and agencies and to remove board members or employees for cause. There are 2 weeks left until Election Day, when Carrs Creek residents will elect their new supervisor for the county board. 3 people are running for the position: Steve Hart, Susan Lawrence, and Dan Lyons. All 3 candidates spoke at the candidate forum at the Palmer Community Center this past Friday. Hart and Lyons both advocated having fewer dump sites and maintaining those sites with part-time employees. Lawrence said that manned dump sites would not be the most beneficial for residents. The position is currently held by Rusty Ford, who is not seeking re-election after serving for 10 years. A Virginia man was sentenced to a month of house arrest yesterday after he admitted to shooting a bald eagle and running over it several times with his vehicle earlier this year. A judge also ordered 62-year-old Alan Thacker to complete 100 hours of community service at a wildlife refuge and pay $500 in fines along with $1,500 in restitution. Thacker told officers he killed the eagle in March because he'd seen the bird killing small game and eating fish on his property. For the first time in nearly 3 weeks, the Pentagon is giving a detailed account of the deadly ambush in Niger. The October 4th attack by roughly 50 ISIS-affiliated fighters left 4 U.S. soldiers dead. Marine General Joseph Dunford Jr. told reporters at a Pentagon news conference on Monday that he still lacks many details about how the attack unfolded. He asked the press and the families to remain patient as the military continues to investigate the incident.
Now, many of you have asked a number of questions, and those are all, and many of them are fair questions, and we owe you more information. More importantly, we owe the families that have fallen more information, and that's what the investigation is designed to identify.
He said the military will try to wrap up its investigation into the incident as quickly as possible. President Trump is trying to calm the fears of Americans with a 401k retirement savings plan. The president tweeted on the following on Monday morning, quote, "There will be no change to your 401k. This has always been a great and popular middle-class tax break that works, and it stays," end quote. Trump's comments come amid growing concerns that a Republican tax reform plan could target 401k and other retirement plans. The New York Times reports one proposal involved capping the annual amount employees can set aside for 401k accounts to as low as $2,400. Currently, workers can put up to $18,000 a year in a 401k. That figure rises to $24,000 for those over 50. Communities in Tampa, Florida are mourning the deaths of 3 people who were shot to death in the past 2 weeks. The shooting took place within a 1-mile radius in Seminole Heights neighborhood of Tampa. Police believe the shootings are linked by proximity and time frame, but they don't have a motive or suspect.
I mean, we're not using the word serial killer yet because we just don't have enough evidence. We're not afraid of that word. If we think that that's true, we'll be happy to say it. But we've got to connect the dots. We've got to find the evidence and the clues that lead us to that conclusion. And that's what we're doing. I mean, we're using science, using shoe power, and we're using cops' eyes on the street to try and develop a case that would make sense and would lead us to somebody.
Police are hopeful the release of surveillance tape captured near the site of the first shooting could lead to some answers. Sears will no longer sell Whirlpool appliances, ending a business relationship that dates back more than 100 years. Sears said that Whirlpool was making demands that would have made it difficult to sell its appliances at a competitive price. The end of the Sears Whirlpool partnership is effective immediately. Sears said that it would sell off the remainder of its Whirlpool inventory. Retired Army Captain Gary Michael Rose was awarded a Medal of Honor yesterday for his extraordinary acts of heroism and bravery as a medic in the Vietnam War. The now 70-year-old Rose was the only medic for 136 men who embarked on a mission designed to keep the North Vietnamese from funneling weapons to use against American troops. Rose, who was raised in Watertown, New York, became the second person to receive the Medal of Honor from Trump. Coming up Thursday on the Rockbridge Report, October 27th has been declared Arbor Day for the city of Lexington. Reporter Allison Murtagh will tell you how locals are planning to celebrate. Catch up on even more local news at our website, rockbridgereport.wlu.edu. Thanks for watching.